His girlfriend kicked him. "Look, Ron," she exclaimed. "Look, there's a deer outside our tent." Sure enough, as Ron came to, and he put on his glasses, he saw the outline of a deer painted across the tent by the light of the full moon. "I didn't know deer sat like that," Ron noted, pointing out how the shadow sat on its hind legs, exactly like a dog.
"Shh,"
His girlfriend said, "You will scare it away." But it wasn't spooked. Instead, the shadow on the tent was still. In the quiet, Ron was quickly aware of the shadow's breathing. It was coming in raspy and fast, heavy. It sounded almost pained. "What's wrong with it?" he asked. His girlfriend couldn't answer. Her jaw had dropped, voiceless, as the shadow on their tent stood up and spread its bat-like wings. Its breath became hot as they all screamed. My sophomore year, I roomed with a guy named Dave. He was a jazz vocalist, but his main interest was opera. We had a small room on the 6th floor of a dormitory called Juniper Hall. The walls were thin, and his last night singing and voice practices would keep me up late. After a month or so of lost sleep, I convinced him to move his last night practices to the music studios in the Merriam Theater building a block away. Around 8 o'clock one evening, Dave announced that he would be practicing late for an upcoming recital and probably wouldn't be home until around midnight. Great, I thought. That means I can go to bed early. I was beat. I had a horrible day and was ready to pass out as soon as I had dinner. He said goodnight and left, coffee and sheet music in hand. I made some grilled cheese and soup, gobbled it down, and immediately began to prepare for bed. By the time I got out of the shower, my eyelids were so heavy I could hardly brush my teeth. I pulled on my PJs and crawled into the top bunk of our bunk bed. I was out as soon as my head hit the pillow. I should take a second to describe the layout of our apartment. When entering the apartment, the bedroom was through a door immediately to the left. Our bathroom was inside the bedroom, just past the bunk beds. Anyway, I woke up to the sound of the apartment door closing. I opened my eyes and groggily checked my phone. Midnight on the dot. I rolled back over and closed my eyes. I heard Dave enter the room and stop in front of the bunk bed, checking to see if I'm actually asleep, I thought. He flopped down on the bed below me, which was strange, as he was a stickler for brushing his teeth and washing up before bed. Then again, exams were just around the corner, and we were all exhausted. The mattress below me creaked, and then was silent. I couldn't even hear him breathing. I started to drift off again. I was just on the edge of deep sleep when I was startled awake again by a noise. A key in the lock, the door opening, and Dave entering our apartment, humming an opera tune. The mattress below me creaked. My first memory is of me in a crib. I see myself, my body, lying sound asleep. The light of the moon highlights my face. There's a spindly woman holding me. She smiles as she brings me down, atop of my body. I sink into it like a well-used mattress. I breathe in. I see through my body's eyes for the first time. I see the woman better now. Her hand is still nearby. She cranes her long neck down towards me, and she kisses me. She tells me everything will be okay as she pulls her hand away. There's something in it. It's small, white, and it's struggling to escape her grip. I always used to think it looked like a shiny mouse. She speaks to me. It'll take some time to adjust, she says, as she strokes my naked head. You won't remember anything for a while, she says. I coo as her hand leaves my cheek. I turn. My parents are sleeping on the bed. They don't hear her. This is you, she continues. From now until it dies, this body is yours. She turns to the squirming thing in her hand, the thing that used to live in my body. And this is mine. She eats the thing whole. It stops struggling as it's pulled down her throat. It's taken me this long to realize what that memory was. It was the memory of my birth, the memory of how I stole my body. Do you remember?